fat fucking meeting. We're gonna be talking about a lot of shit. Um, Mostly, I would like to talk about raids first. Um, for a lot of people here already knows that Triv is having to go on leave for work and won't be coming back for about 3 months. So we're kind of like in a bit of a pickle here. We're also missing another DPS, and I feel like a lot of people in Group Red are kind of like half and half with raiding. Like some of us want to push really hard, and then some of us just kind of want to hang out and just chill. Um, Group Red, how do you like feel? Just to say it, just go. How do you feel about raiding and progression?
Open room.
This is Trev. I definitely want to push. I want Mythic bosses down. That's all I'm here for. But I'm
Me as well.
willing to help other groups if anybody needs help on green or blue or whatever's going on. I'm always going to help with that stuff. So.
Well, like sun, like fire. Oh wait.
Yes, Paul will definitely help too.
Yeah, Moon and I are kind of thinking the same thing. We've come this far, we're good with keeping on pushing.
Yeah, I don't think it's the type of thing where we're in any way needing to stop because we lost a couple of players, even though Triv and some of the other people that are having changes going on are big parts of it. It doesn't mean that we can't step up and fill it.
I agree as well. I would like to push more. But also, Group Blue is just now getting into Mythic. And I think you guys still need one more DPS? Or two?
Yes. We need one. One right now. We'll probably need a few more as things go on. We have a few people who are going to be going away for work as well for a couple weeks. That I just learned of today. So we're kind of at a point where we're at 20 or near 20.
Would someone from Group Red be interested in joining Group Blue?
I have told them that I'll take my druid in there.
Okay.
But again, that's up to them with
Okay.
me being in Cardinal. I understand not wanting to put stress on Raiders, but the offer's still there.
I understand you've been kind of like telling me you've been kind of burnt out and stuff. Will that like interfere with it at all? Will that boost it? Will that help?
I'm not burnt out with raiding. I'm burnt out on wiping. So I'm all for pushing and progressing through Mythic. But if we're going to wipe 100 times on one boss, maybe 1 week, take a break, go through Heroic and smash shit real quick. Get our hopes back up, you know?
I also like that idea because some other people do need specific bosses in Heroic still, and I'm one of those people.
Yeah, you can always pull and you can always pull some other members in that aren't necessarily part of the core but are interested in raiding, and get them some experience, some gear, some fucking AOTC, that kind of thing.
Say AOTC. Yep.
Yeah. I'm burnt out on wiping. I'd like to get kills. So even though it is heroic, it would feel nice to get some kills here and there, you know?
Of course. I mean, that's
if
part
we
of
have
progression rating, though. You have to understand.
Yeah.
Not everyone is picture perfect.
If running a heroic group, like if running heroic is something that you think would help, Blue, as has been mentioned, we're starting Mythic. We're pretty much there at this point in order to be able to get in, and that's going to be wiping. So, hi, Group Blue. We are going to be wiping. Sneak peek on things to come. But that's just the way Mythic progression works. But I like if we were going to have a combined group or something to just get into Red. Or sorry, not into Red, but like Red and Blue to just get into Heroic. there are lots of people in blue who could use gear from heroic too. So I think we'd have interest.
There's still a couple people in red who need gear for heroic, but we just
Yeah.
don't run it anymore, and we're not.
Right.
You know, I'm not so up for the pug life, so I don't. And I know that there's a few people that feel the same. Like I know
Mhm.
Ovi's been dying to get that trinket from Rada, and he's been talking about it for weeks.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dragon trinket is still.
No, he has the normal one.
Group Red, how about we raid every other week? I'm just throwing it out there. You can say no, you can say yes.
I
What's
don't
your
like
opinion?
that idea.
I'm sorry.
Or I don't like that idea. I'm up for like switching on and off, doing mythic one week and heroic another week, but losing out on rating every week is gonna put us really far back.
I mean, I'm down for every other week, but I can't get fucked doing heroic. So
Yeah, I'm not doing heroic.
I mean, that leaves some people,
Oh.
that leaves some spots open for people that need the gear in heroic.
I don't really
Yeah,
understand
I can do
why we're slowing down. Or, I mean, like Trev said, it's 2 DPS. They were really good DPS. That's great, but it's still just 2 DPS.
But we have to get those. We need to fill in. We need to find those 2 fill-ins, and I don't want to take it.
Sure. So we do mythic from the start again. We don't extend our lockout.
But
We pull people in, then figure out who's going to make it.
okay.
I mean, I hate
We have
like feeder groups, but basically that's the way it's going to work. If there's a team that wants to be pushing Mythic, we need to get players from somewhere. If we lose players, they have to come from somewhere. It's like a company. Either you promote from within or from without, or from. So either we take people from other groups and just promote people.
Now, right now,
Fortunately,
without
that takes it back to
taking-
being like a group 1, 2, and 3 thing instead of different colors. But
Hey, if you're asking for people in heroic to move into mythic, I'm down to do it. Probably need some more gear, but
I think it's one in their case where they're already progressing. They're gonna need
Yeah,
people who have already done mythic rating.
but
Slash people
or
that are
have
prepared
already
to get in there.
continued or already completed heroic.
let's just say we're looking for specific people for Group Red. Like no offense or anything, but
Yeah, they're just
this is
trying
why we're
to. They're
having-
just.
this is why
Yeah.
we're having this meeting.
yeah, basically we're going to end up having Group Red and Group Blue that want to do Mythic right now. We're going to have Group Green that is our heroic group right now, I guess. They're still kicking. And then they're going to continue doing their progress, and eventually I assume they would want to get onto Mythic, so it's just a stepping thing. If we need to move people from one to another or field spots, then I don't think any feelings will get hurt there. I would hope not, at least.
Yeah, all we just want to avoid, obviously, as someone, and I'm kind of maybe putting words in Light's mouth here because he's technically the raid
I
leader.
think that we need
but-
to decide if we're going with like sticking with our group and pushing through until we get it, or are we going to be benching people? Like be more serious about it, like bench people and for performance and not showing up and pick people
telling you
up.
now. I'm telling
Whatever's
you
going to
now.
make the group get the boss. Like we need to decide what we're doing.
I'm telling you now, Ovi, I'm not going to be part of a
whether
guild that's
we're
constantly
hardcore
benching people.
and then we seem casual, and then we're hardcore, and then we seem casual.
I'm telling you now, Ovi, I'm not going to be part of a guild that's constantly rotating people due to performance. Like, yes, you gotta have people that are. You can't have people that are poorly performing, but if we're rotating, like that's like I'm not in a guild to be a hardcore mythic progressor. Like I want to progress, but I'm not here to fucking like min max to this shit.
If you don't bench people, then there will be no progression.
Well,
because if someone keeps fucking up over and over and over on the same mechanic, them alone is holding the entire raid group back.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think there's about like.
Yeah, there's a balance.
We're kind of getting a little off. We're getting a little bit
getting
off the
topic.
real topic of hand, but like there's a balance on that. Like people need to be benched if they need to be benched. Like bench people, it is what it is. based on one poll, no, but like you know what I'm
Well,
trying to
we
say.
can
It's
we can
not.
worry about benching people later
Yeah.
once group red gets our 2 DPS, but
Right. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
best
we need to
option
have
here.
full
Very much
groups first.
Yeah.
I think best option here is instead of like we can still keep the alt raid, but we can name it the alt raid and shit, but I need people that actually need like on your mains that need gear from heroic to come to the alt raid, and then gonna clear Mondays for second day progression for that Sunday heroic raid.
Instead of calling it an alt raid, why not just call it the guild heroic run?
I mean, yeah, just do it that.
Free for all raid.
Yep.
You know, that way it's.
I think it's better than
But
calling it the alt raid.
is that going to be
It's
just
not gonna be a
a
free for all
run
raid.
through
It's
a run through heroic to get gear, or is it going to be like bringing everybody in its progression all over again? Like,
it's
'cause
gonna
that's kind of like
it's not gonna be a free for all. It's gonna be people that are core raiders that need gear from heroic so they can get up and get going. You know.
Like
Maybe a
only
good
those
idea
people?
that too
A
is that-
genuine question: is it only going to be core raiders, or like unless we need to fill in, obviously? But like,
Yes, I
Okay.
think we should keep it as core raiders, and I think a normal raid for people that need a normal raid should be in order. We're with our mass amount of number of mass numbers of people, and as you can see, Group Green starting to crunch their numbers down. The people that won't be coming to Group Green kind of don't have anything to do, I'm sorry to say, so I would like to start some sort of normal raid, but if I'm gonna be doing all this other shit, I need someone to help me with that normal raid.
I think that we need a beginning raid like the green team.
Yes.
Yes.
Looks like Team Red and Team Blue want to do Mythic. How about if we do Mythic every other week, on even weeks, and on odd weeks we do a combined heroic where we get gear and we try out new members for the ones who are going to leave because they're frustrated that we don't bench enough.
Well, then at what point does that plateau and we've got like both mythic groups filled out and we're both pushing mythic progression and we don't really need to do heroic anymore?
I think
Well,
that
then-
you'll do it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when
well,
you'll
that's
know
fair.
when that happens. Yeah.
I guess I'm just sort of wondering the group makeup there because I kind of want to. I don't know. Let me sit with my thoughts for a second.
I'm down
Alright.
for like doing the heroic, but like I'm not down for doing it every single week on end. Like I want to do it for the gear and like I'm down to help, but like I don't want to be expected to be there every single week in heroic. Like that's not my. I want to be there in mythic, not in heroic.
Exactly.
Although I
Shadow-
do need like a piece or two of gear, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, Shadow. What if, like, if it's only core raiders and it's one night a week, does that still apply? Just curious, like if it.
One
Like-
night every other week, we can clear it in like
Yeah.
2 hours.
Exactly.
And Shadow, if your answer is yes, then I'm fine with that. I'm just genuinely curious. Is like,
So-
are you thinking of heroic being a 2 night a week thing and not up for that, or is it like if it was one night a week and only core and was like a quick clear?
Yeah, I mean, I already dedicate 2 nights to mythic raid. I don't want to dedicate
Right.
2 nights to heroic raid for like one piece of gear that I might need.
Yeah.
Like,
So what I'm
it's just
Okay.
a lot. Like it's like then we're all double raiding and doing exactly what
Yeah.
everyone thought we'd get burnt out doing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so what
Fair.
Another thing
Well,
that what I
we
think
do-
Enix is kind of thinking, what Enix was kind of thinking is, like, think of it right now. You guys do 2 nights a week on Mythic, okay? You blow through the first 3 bosses, you start your progression, and you're going for about an hour or so, right? Okay. Then on an even week, as he's put it, said your second night is Mythic progression again. Or on an odd week, that second night could just be blowing through heroic and getting your gear. So you just give up that one night where you're possibly knocking your head against the wall for 3 hours, not making any kind of progress, for a night of blowing through and getting some gear for people. And then if you blow through fast enough, you can go and do a little more progression. So it's just like instead of every single raid day being a progression day, which does burn some people out, I know that. You have one night every couple weeks where you just get to blow through. It doesn't have to be a dedicated week, but a dedicated day.
Right.
Or
I like that term. I like that term.
we can do. I'm thinking we can kill first 3 bosses of Mythic, which is gonna take like 40 minutes, right, or whatever.
Exactly.
And then we can go into Heroic, and we have a skip now, and we can just target the bosses that people need the loot from, which I assume not every single boss Shadhar drops jack shit. Same with Vixiona, at least with Leather. And just do it like that. Just target the boss, skip it to... Like, I don't know if we can come back. If we skip it to Carapace, can we come back and just do Raden and Hive Mind?
Yeah, sure.
Like, without killing the other bosses?
Yeah.
Because Raden drops a lot of stuff, but what else does people need? Like, we can just Whisper before we start Heroic, and just this is the bosses we do, and everything else we skip it.
Yeah, maybe a caster's looking for the Carapace sword. Maybe there's a caster looking for Nazoth trinket. Maybe, like...
Just
Two
have
different
something
Nazoth.
like you do Rathian, Carapace, Nazoth, and then have an alt raid for the other boss, like a separate night.
On the same lockout, that's not a bad idea. Whoa.
I could see that being something. I want to talk about it with Blue once we have our next raid. We're going to have a little meeting before the raid starts, but I'd honestly be really happy with that idea that Firm just threw out there, which is that like one night a week, every 2 weeks, we just clear Heroic.
Yeah.
I think that's helpful. And then that's 30 people that can be in that too, right? That's not just
That's
the
right.
20.
So,
And we raid different nights too.
We've put a lot of time into the raid teams here. I think a lot of ideas have been thrown out here, OP. Do we want to move on to the next topic at hand, or?
I mean, this is a raiding guild. There's a lot. I told everyone there's a shitload of shit to talk about. This is a fucking crazy idea. It seems like, again, we have like a mix of people that really want to progress and kick ass and that doesn't want to wipe and, progress in my eyes, the normal way. I also wanted to talk about something a little deep, but right now we're experiencing Corona and all that shit. I know when things start to clear up, people are going to start going back to work and stuff. If it's going to affect your raid schedule or a Mythic Plus schedule, please let me know. And when like the last days you could play and show up to those times are, I'd really appreciate it so I can start editing and all that stuff. I think we'll have another meeting next month, and yeah, I think next month we're gonna have another meeting. The guild bank stuff. Yeah, I was so like Shadow. Can you like bitch us out real quick?
Oh, I'm not. No.
But
Fucking pass the
will.
buck to me.
Do it.
No, you'll really yell at people. No.
Do it.
Nothing needs to be yelled about. Just like some reminders. We do have like more than 3 raid groups now. We have group green, group red, group blue. Then we have alt raid. We have people doing Mythic Plus. And just recently, I've had to really fill the guild bank up. Like the other night, I had to do it like 3 times. It was almost empty each time. So like you're more than welcome to use the guild bank resources. Just make sure you are either donating in some kind of way, whether it be gold or some mats or something that the bank needs, like enchants or potions or something like that, because there are a few of us, like myself and Mater and drawing a blank on anyone else. Everyone else, there's other people that help too. OP gives me mats all the time, but like we are literally funding this most of the time out of our own pocket. Me and Mater have both spent a crap ton of money. Like I don't know how I still have gold in this game because of how much stuff everybody is taking. So just be mindful when you do take that. It's just not your own bank. It's everybody's bank. Take what you need, but also remember to give back. Like, we really
Or
appreciate it.
or be self-sufficient.
Roll on Herber.
That's how you be self-sufficient.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's there for people to use. It is like, don't feel bad if you go in and grab a flask because you need one or something. But like, just remember, it's coming out of other people's pockets. So
We're initiating a new
try to
tax,
be-
10K a week.
try to be mindful
no.
of what you're giving back
Yeah.
to the guild when you're taking from the guild. Is all I'm
We
saying.
need to have a what we need to do is just have a scheduled 1 hour every week where every guildie is expected to farm and just be in Discord and shooting shit while farming.
How about this? During CTAs, grab all the shit and throw it in the bank. All right. When you're out in the world, just pick up everything because
Pick up everything you see.
Yeah, because you're in a raiding guild, so we need everything we can get.
Yeah, that's not
officers later
as far as
on.
alcohol.
Later on, we're gonna be more specific with guild bank and roles, ranks,
Yeah.
repairs and shit like that. How much we can afford, all that kind of shit. But we'll save that for later. Oh, random battlegrounds, guys. Like, if you're gonna do random battlegrounds, get the guild involved. Ask guild.
I do every time, man.
Yeah, and I was thinking maybe we can do this like as an event, so we can have multiple groups queuing up for random BGs. So there's a possibility they could be in the same BG, if you know what I mean. So that would be kind of funny. And just freaking dominate that BG. But we can do that on like Friday nights or something. Oh no, I mean, it can do both, but Friday nights I was thinking we could do like random BGs and random key nights. Since Fridays it's kind of like iffy for everyone because everyone is like going out, hanging out, family, whatever. We can have like random key nights and stuff, and that's just
Also
gonna be
for like the islands, like if you want to do your island stuff to get your mounts, pets, achievements, anything like that.
Candles.
Myself, Gil, your candle, and Lulu berries, we're always running islands, whether it's usually mythic and PvP islands. They're super easy. They're quick. You can build your conquest in just a couple of runs. So anybody wants to do islands and you see me on, I will help.
Yeah. Also just like alert out guild chat as well. I think from here on out, gonna stop like inviting. The only people I'm really looking for right now is casuals for more casual events. Speaking of that, we have a new event. It's awesome. Send me your best screenshot, and you have a chance to win 10,000 gold.
I better see my screenshot on Facebook there, OP.
And it'll be posted to the Facebook page. By the way, we have a Facebook page. Everything's, all the links and shit are in the guild information.
Can I speak on the Facebook page real quick?
Yeah.
So whenever the first time the Facebook page was made, a lot of people was like, I just play this game. I don't want them to know me as far as my social media. So if you want to like the Facebook page or join the group, you can still do that, and your account will still be private. We won't be able to go look at your personal stuff. You're just joining a group. You're not adding as a friend and giving us the inside of your profile. So if that's been stopping anyone from wanting to do it,
to be fair, that it does depend on your privacy settings. Make sure your privacy settings are set correctly. But yeah,
well,
you're
yeah,
right.
but if you'll let the whole world see you, then why not your guildies? That's what I'm trying to say. If you're open to everybody,
as a manager or whatever on the page, because if you're an owner, you're like a manager or whatever the fuck. I can only see people that I am quote unquote related to with like friends and shit. So even if I don't know you, I can't see your name. Even if I'm like the manager, admin, whatever.
Right.
So, yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anybody digging through your stuff.
I would totally creep on people if they join though, and I could see them. I'd be like, oh, who this? Who the fuck is this in game? I would.
We have an IRL section. We should start, officers and the ladies. You should start like promoting people that you think are cool and aren't creeps to look at our IRL stuff.
Oh God.
I don't even know where the group is.
Wait, what?
Like I'm looking, but I don't see it.
You don't see the IRL group?
Uh-oh, Goob's not freaking
No.
exalted. Wait, yeah, you are. It's at the very
On
bottom.
Facebook?
No, on
no.
Discord.
No, on Discord.
No,
Oh.
the Facebook group is only going to be for WoW. I'm not going to be posting pictures of myself or any stupid shit like that.
I mean, I'm looking for the Facebook group.
Oh, it's in the guild information.
Yeah.
Anything you need to know about the guild is going to be in the guild information, especially like Mythic Plus, times, groups, shit like that. Speaking of that, we need more tanks. This is like mostly a core raider thing, and but of course, like if you're, I already talked to you if you aren't core, but you can help me out with that kind of thing. So you know who you are. I forgot about you, Frosty. I see you do. I see you there. But yeah, that's gonna be going up soon. To confirm, Sino and Gooby, I got you two on a team. I'm just looking for DPS to run with you.
Hello.
On a
Hello.
side note, if anyone gets if anyone gets a siege key next week, I need that for Keystone Masters. So please message Shadow if you get a siege key tomorrow, because I am down for that. Like a 15, 16, 17, whatever.
That's the last one I need too, Shadow.
Is it?
Yep.
Who is that just said that? I don't know voices.
Lord of Maine.
Oh, dang, yeah. Everybody seems to need siege for their last one.
No.
But speaking of that, if you haven't completed a key or something, start like getting your group together. I'm gonna start wrapping this up. But mostly like also if you're already in the Mythic Plus groups, I need someone to be like in charge of that group. I don't think I really like explained that yet. I need
What
someone,
do you mean in charge?
like, I need you to be in charge of invites and like make sure the group happens. You know what I mean? So.
Calendar posts.
Yeah, calendar posts. Also, officers, hold on. Let me say thank you everyone for coming. We have such a beautiful freaking guild, and I'm so happy everyone can be here. And officers, if you could just hang out for just a bit, I need to talk to you for a sec.
Should we drop down to officer chat?
Yeah,
We will.
need to do that.
I'm just trying to think of anything. Does anything want to throw in? Any ideas? Something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I'm usually on during like late afternoons. If you guys are looking at like push keys and stuff, I'm usually on during those times. You can always PM me. Sino the tank. I like to do keys a lot. So.
Let's run one right now.
I love doing keys with Sino. Like they always are timed. So like
Felmater
anytime.
could seriously use some key.
Good meeting, OP.
Thank you. There's gonna be a big poll tomorrow going up, so keep an eye on that. I'm actually gonna like spam it throughout Discord and really make you freaking fill it out. So, is Genix still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Thank you for your recommendations, by the way.
Oh, no problem.
All right, dropping down.
Yep, officers drop down. Thank you guys for coming.
Later.